Let's talk about the snowpack, though, and I want to go two ways with this. One, the prolonged snowpack carried over from the January storm. All right, where are we with that? And then two, just kind of compare the melting of this snow than the last one because everybody knows this snow has been like evaporating real quick. I shouldn't say evaporate. That's not the real word. That's not the real weather word. I know that. I know that. But it's melting real quick here. So I'll give you. You got about 3 minutes if you can tackle both.
We'll do it. We'll do it quick. Yeah, we had a long duration of snow cover after the first event for a couple reasons. One, it was brutally cold.
Yeah.
We didn't get above freezing for days after that event. Number two, in a lot of the state, it was topped by an inch or two of sleet. In some cases, enough freezing rain that kids, at least, and dogs could walk on top of the snowpack. So it was a very solid snowpack, a dense snowpack. But it was mostly the cold that just kept it into place. And remember, it was a month earlier, so the sun angle, solar radiation isn't as strong. This one was mostly pure snow once it turned over. It was less dense than the first event when you add in the ice that was in there. And then we got above freezing most every day after the storm for the last week, 8 days, 9 days. Didn't have much rain, or it would have gone faster. And with that, you've got the sun angle up higher as well. So that was more normal for New Jersey. They come and they go, they come and they go. This was one where we were locked in, like we were talking earlier before this, up in Albany or up in Burlington, Vermont, where it
Right.
snows and the snow stays on the ground for weeks at a time, pretty commonly in the winter. So that's what made this a memorable. And if you remember, between the two snowstorms, we barely had any precipitation.
Yeah. Yeah. It
It
was
was a
dry.
waste of cold air in some respects. So we had all that cold air and no precipitation.
Right.
Um, but imagine our angst if we had had no snow and all that cold.
Oh, I know. There would have been some very unhappy snow
I
lovers out
sure
there.
did. Yeah, so very interesting. Not records for the longest duration of snow in the winter. At Atlantic City, there was continuous snow cover for 21 days, ending on the 14th of February. And that was the fourth longest streak since 1958. The longest was 26 days back in 2003 winter. And up in Long Branch, it was 27 consecutive days with an inch or more snow cover, the eighth longest going back to 1907.
Yeah.
The record being 58, however.
I
Back in,
saw that. Do we really think that was a real
oh yeah,
record? That's a long time.
that was 1948. Late 47 had the big Boxing Day snowstorm.
Okay.